The healing rooms were started by John G. Lake at the turn of the century. He was a missionary to Africa and came home to the United States and said, you know what, the church isn't supposed to be sick, there's something wrong. And he really went into prayer about that and started training people. Eventually opened healing rooms in Spokane, Washington, and was so successful that the medical community wasn't too happy with him because he was emptying hospitals.
From the time of John G. Lake up to when we started Healing Rooms was about 80 years. Healing Rooms activates the saints into their destiny. It equips them, gets them out of the pew in the church into bringing the kingdom into a community. Healing Rooms provide a unity because all different denominations can come together, work together to get the sick healed.
There's a great blessing in unity. God says He commands a blessing where there's unity.
It's not about what church you go to. It's about the God that loves you.
It's really a restorational ministry. Most of the people that we have coming to Healing Rooms are really from the church because they've been impacted by the enemy. We see the fruit of that when people come up and say, thank you for what you do. You've changed our life, you're changing our community, and that's what the kingdom is all about.
I would not have been able to function had I not gone in and sought prayer. It wasn't coming to make you feel good or me feel good. I was coming because it was like an absolute necessity. It is the equivalent, I guess, to having a broken arm, knowing you have a broken arm, and you don't really have a choice, you have to get it fixed.
A Healing Room is available for anyone who has a desire to have ministry, and they step into this vehicle called a Healing Room. They go through training, they become a team, and they can lay hands on the sick and see them recover. Healing and signs and wonders and miracles are what gets the bride of Christ healed up. It gets the bride of Christ into where they can begin to get out of the church onto the street to fulfill the Great Commission. And healing can be a sign as we carry it out. At the end of Mark, the book of Mark, it says these signs will accompany those who believe.
The reason why I'm in this ministry is for evangelism. And people come and they encounter Jesus, they receive a healing, and even if they don't, they still encounter Jesus and the power of His love, and then we say, come back, we'll contend with you until we see a breakthrough.
I came in because I was on inhaler. The doctors told me I had asthma, and I'd been struggling with that for about a year. I received 70% healing at that time. I believe now it's like 95%, and I've just been giving God the praise and the glory and thanking Him all the time.
Completely life-changing. To learn how to really forgive. I mean, I always thought I knew how to forgive people and say I would forgive people, but to really learn the process you need to go through to let it go and give it to God has been such a weight lifted. I literally feel 10 pounds lighter.
There's so many status quo ministries that people are just not willing to give into, but when you have a cutting edge ministry that has fruit and it's making a difference, people want to sow into it.
And it's rewarding on a human level just to know that maybe you could give something, your finance or your time, and change people's lives forever.
I think every person has to look at what they sow into. Is it good ground? Is it making a difference in people's lives? Is it making a difference in communities and cities? And Healing Rooms does that. It makes a difference.
We're looking to touch the community to say, God loves you, He's here for you, He's got something for your need, whatever your need is. Come on in. We'd like to pray for you.